Alright, what's up guys? This is Ash, licensed Nauli Kriya instructor. This is take 3. So I'll try and get it, I'm going to just talk fast, try to get it all out there. So recently I made some posts on Facebook about the Nauli Kriya practice that I've been doing. It's not martial arts specific, and it's definitely not Nauli Kriya specific. But it is, I think it's kind of a handy exercise, and I'll talk about why. But before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Jill Miller. She's basically the one that got me started on this. I learned some of the basics from some of her material, and she's a high-end yoga instructor, world-class yoga instructor, and fascial expert. So she has a lot of like self-myofascial release tools that she sells, like the yoga tune-up ball, the gorgeous ball. So go check out some of her stuff. And then some of this other stuff I've picked up from either Stuart McGill or and then there's a third guy that I can't remember, so I can't accredit him properly. But anyway, I'm just going to condense it all into like one quick tutorial video for you. So the first question was, why am I doing the Nauli Kriya? Well, basically it comes down to motor control. Specifically improving the activation of like a lot of the deeper postural muscles, specifically your diaphragm and your transversus. Now, and the biggest carryover to martial arts is the improved control over your diaphragm, because like even in Nauli Kriya we want to use the diaphragm to help stabilize your core, stabilize your spine, basically what we call your compressing or condensing to the dantian, right? A lot of that comes from the diaphragm and from the pelvic floor. And if you're not used to using those muscles for a long time, they tend to get sleepy. And so the glutes are the ones that are most famous for it. They talk about glute amnesia all the time. And you got to get them fired up again. You got to wake them up so that they're doing their job. Your chain's only as strong as the weakest link. And, also basically skill in martial arts, once you get past your power and your toughness, skill is all about motor control. And if you've got muscles that are sleepy on you, you're not controlling those muscles. So that's the why, that's the benefit. Now the next question that I got specifically from the Nauli Kriya guys is, does it conform to Nauli Kriya principles? And well, it really depends on how you look at it. Because even with Nauli Kriya we do some Dao Ying, right? All the Chinese martial arts all have some kind of Dao Ying. Basically it means stretching, right? It's some kind of like Chinese yoga. And those are good for health, but it's not good for the martial, because for the martial we want to stay balanced with that macrocosmic energy cycle. And so like anything with Dao Ying is like flipping that macrocosmic energy cycle. It's flipping yin yang, going to the extremes, right? So it's, from that sense, is not, it doesn't balance with the macrocosmic energy cycle. We'll just put it that way. All right, so now we'll get into it. So the first thing is, when you're doing the Nauli, is to be able to hit a vacuum. And that's the first problem that people have sometimes with this, is that they're not able to hit a vacuum right away. So this is the part that I got from Jill Miller. It's a really good exercise to just show you how to hit a vacuum real quick. So from here, I'm going to get down and I'm going to put my arms up over my head, and I'm going to extend my hips up, and from here it's good if you spend some time breathing first so that you have a lot of oxygen in your blood, but for now it's not necessary. But just breathe in, breathe out strong, and you're going to blow out all your air, and then after you do, you essentially just close off your throat. And then drop your hips back to the mat. And you can see that helps draw in, that helps you to hit like a nice vacuum just right away. And then once you get the feel of that, of like how to hit the vacuum, basically all you do, you blow out all your air, close off your throat, and then try to breathe in. And that's going to create a vacuum, because you're inhaling against like resistance, basically nothing. Now the second part is to be able to get like the abdominal wave, and it looks like really smooth, it looks like really like it's going to be complex, but it's not really. Basically all you do is, from once you hit the vacuum, you're going to hold the vacuum, and then you're just going to press, press, and release. Press, press, and release. And that gives you like the wave, and I'll show you. So again, breathe out. Hit your vacuum. And then you can just put it all together. Then the last part is basically like a power breathing exercise. And in this one, you're probably gonna spit all over yourself, but just do it somewhere where there's no one else around. But I found actually that this exercise helped improve my ability to practice that Nauli Kriya more than anything. And so you're just gonna basically like crunch it. Hold this crunch position so that basically you've got a lot of pressure already in the midsection and on the diaphragm, and then you're going to just breathe in and out for like at least 5 breaths, but as many as you can manage, which I was training some of this for some hypoxia training, basically breath holding, and I found that this actually improves my ability to do the Nauli Kriya more than anything. But from holding this position, just breathe in and out with power. And make sure that you activate your abdominal floor. Basically just like pucker up and hold it so that you're compressing all to your dantian, what we would say in Chinese martial arts, the whole time. And just breathe in. And that's all there is to it. And you're gonna feel the effect that it has on you all the way through. Just make sure, like I said, that you're maintaining, what they call, like in yoga, they call the mula bandha, the anal lock. You want to activate the muscles of the pelvic floor at the same time as you're using the diaphragm to breathe. So you want to, when you breathe, make sure that you're breathing into your belly, not through your chest. Like from here, I'm not like, this is breathing into my chest. You don't get the same activation of the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a huge muscle that goes all the way through the rib cage and is really also one of your primary spinal stabilizers. So don't give that up. Breathe into the belly, hold this position from here, breathe in like to your belly button. So you push down strong on the diaphragm. Breathe out, pucker up, breathe out strong. And you'll be surprised with the results. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope this was helpful. I'll catch you guys next time.